everyone, it's Tutorials by A here, and lately I've been getting into making friendship bracelets because, as a lot of you know, I am going on vacation soon at the time of filming, or when you're watching this I'm probably on vacation already. And I've got a lot of spare time to kill on the plane ride, so I have been trying to pick up new hobbies lately that don't involve my phone or electronics and stuff like that. So I've decided to get back into friendship bracelet making, and I used to make these in elementary school, and I just decided, why not? I'll try this again. And I really liked this pattern out of all the bracelets I made, so I decided that I would share this design with you guys. And no, I did not create this. I found this on Pinterest, by the way, and I don't know who created this, if the friendship bracelet world on YouTube even has the whole credits to the creator or whatever, but if there is a specific creator, please comment below and then I will credit that person. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here I've got about 50 inches of string and I have 5 different colors. If you want to make a bracelet that is like the same pattern over and over again, I don't know if I said this earlier, but this is the alternating leaf pattern bracelet. But if you don't want your leaves to be alternating like this and you want the same one over and over again, when you've got 5 different strands, you want 2 strands of the same color twice. So you want 2 strands of one color, 2 strands of another color, and then 1 strand of another. I'm first going to tie the loop. Now, if you've got a specific way you like to tie your friendship bracelets so that way they can fasten together, then go ahead and do that. But I personally like to create this little twist at the top. So I'm at the top of my string here. I folded my 50 inches of string in half, so here's the midpoint right here. And I'm going to twist this, and it doesn't really matter what direction you twist this in. I personally just twist it in this direction. After that, I'm gonna keep twisting this here until it's gotten pretty coiled up, and then I'm going to kind of bend it in the middle. So once you've got it to start coiling around itself, you want to keep twisting, and then I just kind of fix it so that way it looks nice like that. Then as you can see, I've got this nice little kind of like a rope braid for hair, and if I zoom in you guys can see this a little bit better. And then after that you're just going to tie a regular knot here, and this is a little bit long for me personally. I like to have my twist at the top a little bit shorter, so I'm just going to tie it off. And now we are finished with the top and we can get started with the actual bracelet. And before we get started with this knotting part, I just want to let you guys know that this is not going to be a full-on tutorial that will tell you how to make this bracelet if you have completely no knowledge of how to make a friendship bracelet at all. If you guys want a beginner's friendship bracelet tutorial, then please let me know in the comments so that way I can make one for you guys, and I'll show you all the basic knots and how to do them and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm going to fasten my bracelet to the top now. Okay, so here's my string set up, and I've just got it symmetrical down the center. And if you are wanting to do a leaf pattern that is the single leaf that goes over and over again, you'll want these 2 to be the same color, these 2 to be the same color, and then this one to be the one string that does not have a second string that's the same color as it. And then you want to do that on the opposite side over here as well. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off by making the center of our leaf. So we're going to make the center of the first one by making a forward knot. So to do this, I'm going to make the number 4 here with my left string over my right, like this, and then I'm going to pull this through the loop here and pull up. Do that one more time. There we have a forward knot. So then after that, this left string moves over to the right, and I'm going a little bit slower for the beginners here. And then we are now ready to go on to our next set of strings. So we just did a forward knot on the top of this here, and then moved the string that was once on the left over to the right. Now we're gonna work with these green strings here on the side, or my green strings at least. So we're gonna do that same thing, a forward knot, but we're gonna do it with these 2 here. So forward knot with this green string onto this light blue or mint string. Pull this through the loop here, and pull that up, and do that one more time. Another forward knot here, up to the top. Then after that, the green string is going to cross over the mint string and go towards the center. So they've switched spots now. I can fix this here. Now we are going to do a backwards knot using these 2 strings here, the green and the blue. So for backwards knot, we're just going to do a backwards 4 this time on this mint string. Do a backwards 4 and pull the end through this loop here and move this up to the top. Do that one more time. There, backwards knot. Now, this green string is gonna cross over towards the left in the center of all of these strings. So we've got to join these two middle ones. So for this, we're gonna do a forward knot. So we're gonna do a 4 here. And do that one last time. And now we're going to cross the string that was once on the left over to the right because we just did a forward knot. We're now going to move on to this lighter blue set here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to work our way down the strings again into the center. So this string is gonna knot its way into the middle. And that's basically what this bracelet is, just taking this new strands and working your way in. Now we're going to do forward knots. So forward knot here. And then the blue is going to cross over to the right, and then we're going to do another forward knot on this green string here. Just like that, and then the blue crosses over to the right again. So now we've finished this left side, and it's time to do the right side. So now we're doing backwards knots because we're on the right side. So do a 4, or a backwards 4, sorry, and go up, backwards 4 again, and go up. And now this blue string here is going to cross over towards the left, and now we are going to do the same thing to this green string here. Just like that. And then this blue string is going to cross over from the right over to the left. And now again, it's time to join our two center strings, our two blue ones here, and to do this we do a forward knot. So, and if you ever get your knots twisting, just pull on the string that the knot was attached to, or knot it around. That again, and then the string that we were knotting with that was on the left crosses over towards the right. And now it's time to take our next string, which for me is this dark blue one. For this, we're going to do forward knots on the left side. Up to the top, and up again, crosses over towards the left. Do the same thing again on the next string, which for me is my green one. Like that. Blue string crosses over to the right. I feel like I might have said it crosses to the left earlier, but I'm not sure. If I did, I meant the right. And okay, so now this crosses over to the right again. And now it's time to do the right side here. So now we're going to do backwards knots on the right side. So I'm going to do a backwards 4, grab the string, and pull up. And this crosses over to the left. The dark blue string does. And now crosses over to the left again. And our last one here. Okay, so now this dark blue one crosses over to the left again, and we've got to join these two in the middle. So for this, again, we're going to do a forward knot. Pull up to the top. Pull up to the top again. And then remember the string on the left crosses over to the right because we did a forward knot. So we're almost done with our first leaf here. We've just got one last string to go down into the outside of the leaf. So forward knots on the left side. And work your way in. and cross over to the left, to the right, sorry. Left string goes over to the right. Okay, crosses over to the right. This is what my bracelet looks like so far. So remember, we're gonna do backwards knots, which means we're gonna make the backwards 4 here. Crosses over to the left, taking my next string. Crosses over to the left again. Crosses over again, and our last string here. Here we go. Grow. Okay, I cannot talk. So, now we've got my black border on the edges here, and it's time to join the 2 center strings. We're going to do a forward knot. Just like that. Left string crosses over to the right, and there we go. We've got our first leaf. So I'm going to show you guys how to make the next leaf one last time, and I'm going to go a little bit quicker this time. To start this, we don't need to knot the center anymore because we just did. Because remember, on this one we started by knotting the 2 center strings. We're going to skip that because we already did that. So we're going to skip straight ahead to doing these 2 right here, the second strings here. Again, forward knot, and it's basically the same exact process. Forward knot, another forward knot, left string crosses over to the right. Same thing here, backwards knot this time. Right string crosses over to the left. And then we have the 2 center strings to join, and to join them we do a forward knot. Like that. And the string on the left crosses over to the right. So now we have something like this, the start of our little leaf here. So now we're going to move on to these blue ones here and do the same thing, forward knot here. Crosses over to the left and does another forward knot over here. And crosses over to the right. Or did I say left again earlier? Oh my gosh. And now we're gonna do backwards knots. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. Backwards knots on this side. And cross this over to the left. Oh gosh, I cannot grab this. There we go. Up to the top, right string crosses over to the left. So now what we're going to do is we're going to join the 2 middle strings. So do a forward knot, and there we go. We've got our next layer here in the leaf. So now it's time to do this green string here. And on the left side, we're doing forward knots. And then my last one here for the left side. Goes like that. So now we're going to do the right side, backwards knots. crosses over to the left. And my last one here. Okay, I got these tangled up. Gonna try again, and there we go, crosses over to the left. So now we're here in the center and it's time to join our two middles. So do a forward knot, and the left string crosses over to the right. Forward knot's on the left side. And if you want your leaf a little loopier, you can pull it out a little bit more. And now it's time to do this right side here. And sorry if my strings are really unorganized. I'm not used to filming these friendship bracelet tutorials. Okay. And we're doing backwards knots on this side. We've got to join our two middle strings together. I'm going to do a forward knot, crosses over to the right, and there we go. We have our alternating leaf bracelet starting here. Okay, so here's a look at my bracelet so far if you'd like to see. You're just going to repeat the same process all the way down your bracelet until you've got your desired length. And how I finish it off is I just tie a knot at the very bottom, and I got hair dye on this bracelet. I'm really sad because I really liked this one, but you just tie a knot at the end, and then to wear it you slip the knot through this twisted loop here, and it stays on really well. I haven't had any problems with them falling off or anything with this type of clasp sort of thing. Let me know if you guys want a tutorial on this bracelet. This one's also really similar to this one in that it's got loops also. Leave me a comment below if this tutorial helped you guys out. I'm not so used to filming friendship bracelet tutorials, but I would definitely love to practice getting better with them and show you guys some more designs. So let me know in the comments below if you'd like more, and also if you've got specific designs in mind, let me know also. I think this bracelet is called the braided leaf pattern, but I'm not sure. So if you want that one, let me know. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you out. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and you get to see a lot more videos from me. And also all my social media sites are in the description box down below. Currently, as you're watching this video, I am on a trip. And if you'd like to see pictures from my trip and soon a vlog, be sure to check out my Instagram, which is @tutorialsbya, also linked in the description box below, along with all my other social media sites. I don't know whether I mentioned that already. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I feel like I'm rambling and talking really, really fast. But yeah, I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!